As the old saying goes, time is money. And for the captains of industry, that couldn't be truer. So, how do the world's leading executives keep their schedules in check? Let's take a closer look at the iconic watch worn by top CEOs and business leaders. Stay with me, because I'm about to reveal the accessory that's practically become a signature for the world's top CEOs. And why you should be thinking about it too. The lasting first impression. Alright, let's get real for a second. We're living in a world where first impressions matter. A lot. Whether you're shaking hands in the boardroom or grabbing a quick coffee, what you wear, and more importantly, what you choose to wear, speaks volumes about who you are and where you're going. Now, when you think about so-called power accessories, your mind might jump to flashy sports cars, perfectly tailored suits, or even high-end tech gadgets. But here's the kicker. There's one subtle yet unmistakable piece that top executives consistently choose to wear. It's timeless, literally and figuratively, sophisticated, and it's a symbol of leadership without even having to say a word. But what is it, you ask? We're talking about the watch. Not just any watch, though. We're talking about the watch that has become a symbol of prestige, leadership, and confidence among the world's most successful CEOs. More than a Rolex, it's the president's watch. Now, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of luxury watches out there, but the Rolex Day-Date, that's a different league entirely. While everyone's heard of the Submariner and Datejust, the Day-Date plays in its own lane. One reserved for US presidents, billionaires like Warren Buffett, and CEOs that you'll see on the covers of Forbes. In fact, Lyndon B. Johnson was one of the first US presidents to rock this bad boy, and JFK wasn't far behind. Here's the kicker. It's not about the flash, or even the fact that it's a Rolex. It's the weight of history. Wearing a Day-Date is like wearing a badge of leadership. It's subtle, but it's unmistakable to those in the know. Exclusivity is the name of the game. Ever notice how many luxury watches are made of steel? Stainless steel can look sleek, sure, but the Day-Date? Nah, Rolex only crafts this icon from precious metals like gold or platinum. There's no version in steel. Gold or platinum says something before you even open your mouth. For CEOs, this is key. They're not trying to prove anything. They've already made it. And this watch fits perfectly into that mindset. It is the understated yet unmistakable signal of wealth, success, and good taste. You can leave the diamonds and wild designs to those still climbing the ladder. The Day-Date is for those who have already scaled it. It's a power move, without the flex. Here's the thing. The Day-Date isn't loud. There's no glimmering diamond bezel or showy colored face screaming for attention. It is the ultimate power move in subtlety. CEOs choose this watch because it represents refined taste. The kind of taste that doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. The beauty of this watch lies in its simplicity, the kind of simplicity that only those who matter will notice. It's not the watch for the showy entrepreneur fresh out of a startup. It is for the seasoned leader, the one who's made the tough decisions and lived to tell the tale. Picture this. You're sitting in a boardroom surrounded by senior execs. A Submariner might turn heads, but a Day-Date? That raises eyebrows in recognition. It is a silent statement that you're in it for the long game. Unique design for unique leaders. CEOs don't just need a watch, they need a tool. The Rolex Day-Date steps up to that challenge like no other. While many watches boast complications, the Day-Date's full calendar feature, displaying both the day and the date, sets it apart from its Rolex cousins, like the GMT Master or Datejust. It's not just rare, it's a practical necessity for leaders who need to stay on top of their schedules across multiple time zones. This design is far more than just a status symbol. It is built for efficiency. With the day displayed in a full arc on the dial, it is easy to glance at the wrist and stay one step ahead. Whether you're running a board meeting, closing a deal, or coordinating with teams around the world, this watch keeps you in sync. The day date doesn't just tell time, it represents the careful management of it. CEOs don't choose this watch for its luxury alone. They choose it because it merges sleek design with a sharp functionality that mirrors their own approach to leadership. Precise, dependable, and always ahead of the curve. The test of time, a symbol of legacy. Great leaders think long-term, and nothing embodies that forward-thinking mentality quite like the Rolex day date. This isn't a watch that gets caught up in fleeting trends or fades into obscurity. It is a piece that endures. Just like any visionary CEO builds a company to outlast them, the day date is crafted to stand the test of time. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He's known for his sharp business acumen and a knack for making investments that yield results decades later. His day date is not just a symbol of wealth, but a testament to the mindset that built an empire. It's not about the here and now, it's about creating something that lasts, something with enduring value. The beauty of the day date is that it doesn't just represent where you are, it represents where you're going. CEOs wear it as a constant reminder that they're not just working for themselves, they're building a legacy. Branding yourself with quiet confidence. Let's be honest, personal branding is everything. And a Rolex day date, that's a powerful part of your brand. The beauty of the day date is that it doesn't need to shout to be heard. When you wear one, it instantly signals that you're someone who's achieved success, without the need for flashy, over-the-top designs. Take Jeff Bezos, for instance. Known for his calculated, methodical approach to business, Bezos often sports a Rolex day date. It's not the most extravagant or diamond-studded Rolex, but it doesn't need to be. It's a subtle statement of confidence, power, and enduring success. CEOs like Bezos understand that personal branding is about conveying quiet confidence. The day date says that you've walked the path of discipline, responsibility, and achievement without the glitter and glam. It reflects the kind of leader who doesn't need to prove anything anymore. When you wear the day date, your personal brand speaks for itself. Solid, refined, and built to last, just like your legacy. A watch that reflects leadership. Here's where it gets even more real. CEOs aren't just buying a watch, they're buying a testament to everything they've accomplished. The day date isn't the watch you grab off the shelf. It is something you work toward. You earn it. CEOs know that when they slip this onto their wrist, it's more than a watch. It's a marker of every milestone they've hit, every tough decision they've made, every win that they've had along the way. It's no coincidence that so many CEOs buy this watch at a pivotal moment in their careers. It could be after a big acquisition, landing a multi-million-dollar deal, or finally reaching the top of the corporate ladder. It's a reminder of where they are now and where they're going. That's what sets the day date apart. It's not just a timepiece, it's a trophy. Why you should consider it too. So maybe you're not a CEO yet, or you're just starting your journey in the business world. Why should you consider the Rolex day date? Well, because it's more than just a status symbol. It's about embodying the traits of a leader before you've even hit the corner office. Wearing a Rolex day date isn't about showing off. It is about stepping into the mindset of someone who has already succeeded. You're aligning yourself with the best, thinking long-term, and broadcasting to the world, and more importantly, yourself, that you're serious about your goals. Success leaves clues. And one of those clues happens to be ticking on the wrists of some of the most powerful people in the world. So, why shouldn't you follow the breadcrumbs? After all, it's not just a watch. It's an investment in your future, your brand, and your journey to the top. So next time you're in the market for a watch, don't just go for something that looks nice. Go for something that means something. Something that reflects your journey, your goals, and your future. Because the Rolex day date, it's not just the watch every CEO wears. It's the watch that every future CEO should consider. So, are you convinced yet? Or is there some other watch that you think best embodies the success of a big-time CEO? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will be sure to respond to every single one. Like and subscribe if you love elegant timepieces, and if you don't subscribe, it means I'll just have to wait another day to onboard you. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one.